Hiya, folks. If you're new in town, don't be shy and just stand by. Let me explain to you how this works. Feeling bored or lonely and you need someone to watch cartoons with? Then look no further, because I'm here to play in your ear. You can listen to the podcast alone or alongside the cartoon. The choice is yours. Either way, let's get to Toon Along. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve today. We're going to watch, I don't know if we're going to do another one, but let's assume this is the last one before Christmas. We're going to do Garfield Christmas special. Let's dive right into it, and let's start talking about it. All right, so get your special ready. This is Garfield Christmas special, a Garfield Christmas special. Let's go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1, play. You got the house, Santa Claus on a rail up there. That's actually a really cool concept, putting the sleigh up there on a rail like a roller coaster ride. Oh yeah, classic Garfield waking up tired, always sleeping in, always eating lasagna. Greatest cat in the world. I don't know if I had to put a top 5 cat show, I'd put him at the top for sure. You got Felix the cat, maybe some samurai pizza cats. I don't know if I'd even put them on there, but they're cats and they're on TV. There's the lasagna. Christmas special is gonna have a bit of everything, right? I remember watching this. I remember this played probably Christmas morning or the 24th, just like we're watching right now. Maybe even later at night on the 24th. Or 23rd maybe as well. You know what, they probably played on every show. Every day, every show probably played a Garfield Christmas. It's a classic. I think it's from the 80s, and the fact that it's still lasting today. I would categorize this, I mean, most people might not, but I would put this with the Charlie Brown Christmas. Charlie Brown Christmas is more nostalgic and more classic, but give it a few more years. Garfield's going to be on that top 10 Christmas special list of all time, for sure. But yeah, I just remember watching this first time and just starting to think, you know, I can't believe there's a Christmas special of this. I mean, I'm as a kid, you know, for myself anyway, I'm not thinking about too deep on the specials and all that. So when I do see a Christmas special, I start thinking to myself, wow, I haven't seen this before. Or, you know, they're going to show it the rest of the year. They're only going to show it during Christmas. So if you miss it, tough luck. So I was lucky if I caught a few specials from some of the more obscure shows, because obviously they're going to play the mainstream shows a few more times, you know. But like they got a little intro for it by Phil Roman. But yeah, I remember this playing YTV. I want to say at night. It was a later night show, and I didn't pay much attention to it. I just saw it on TV and started watching it a little bit. Oh yeah, that's right. He's dreaming. He was dreaming of all that. But yeah, I just remember watching that, and towards the end, when spoiler alert, when Garfield's sitting on the grandma and they're reminiscing about the past and the old letters, and they're at the old farm. Just something about that brings, I think, you know what other show does a good job of that is the Kermit the Frog, A Muppet Family Christmas. The one where they all go to Fozzie Bear's grandma's house. Maybe that'll be a Christmas special I'll do. That's a bit longer. But that one touches the soul, touches the heart, if you will. Brings you home. You know, you got your grandparents. You're going over to your grandparents' house for Christmas. You're not going to be able to do that the rest of your life. You know, eventually, grandparents move on, parents move on at some point, and hopefully not your kids. But it just makes you think. You know, you never know if it's your last Christmas. You never know what's to come. So just enjoy every minute of it, especially when it's the 25th, and watch your favorite Christmas specials. Watch your favorite cartoons. And I thank you for tuning along if you did. I know you have a lot of choice out there for cartoon companionship, and we thank you for choosing to tune along. All right? So now, yeah, there you go. They're driving out to the old country. She's going to be expecting them. Just that feeling you get, when you're 8 years old. I would say, I don't know how it is today, but 8 to 10 years old, and you're in your stomach, you got the butterflies, you're driving down to grandma's house, you're driving down to your siblings, your aunts and uncles' houses for a Christmas day. I was fortunate enough to get 3 Christmases based on my situation. But, even just having one Christmas, it's just, there's something about it. You're driving down to your grandma's house. You're going to see everybody. Everybody's going to be in a good mood. It's one time of the year, maybe after Thanksgiving, where everybody's in a good mood all together. Why are they in a good mood? Because there's those things under the tree. Gets the kids excited. When the kids are excited, the parents are excited. And, everybody's meshing well together. It's going good. And this special, I feel like Garfield Christmas special really brings out the best in that feeling. All right? Let's sing a little Christmas song. There's Odie. Driving across the countryside. Whenever I see a countryside like that, it always reminds me of 101 Dalmatians, the Disney movie, where Cruella is chasing the dogs through the British countryside, and she ends up crashing. Any countryside looks like that, obviously, but whenever I see snow and countryside and driving, it just brings out the inner 101 Dalmatian in me. Just a nice stack right there of presents. The classic coming in the entrance, Christmas Day. Can't think of anything better than National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. When, I thought about it. There was only 4 people, the 2 grandparents on either side of the family. They're standing at the door, and I just remember as a kid there being like 15 people or 10 people, just a large number. Watching it, a few years later, and noticing there's only 4 people creating that much havoc and craziness. There's the grandma right there. I don't know, was she bitter? I don't know, she's not bitter. Thought she was just sitting there in the corner, just like pissed off. Yeah, this is the classic Christmas. And it's not even an hour special, it's just a 20-minute regular episode. So it fits perfectly in a nice lineup of, like, say you're going to watch 4 or 5 Christmas specials in a row, throw this one in the mix, right in the middle. Can't go wrong. And at the same time, I think I'd throw a little a little Animaniacs or Pinky and the Brain Christmas special along with it. Those ones go unnoticed as well nowadays. I don't think there's much Animaniacs going around. I mean, I know it's still a classic show along with Pinky and the Brain. But I never see it on any major network anymore. Even Cartoon Network or Warner Brothers, I guess Warner Brothers owns it. They would have played it on Kids WB. So since Warner Brothers doesn't have a kids network, that show just doesn't get played. It's sad. It's a sad day. But no, I'm sure it'll still get a good cult following. It's a classic show. Same with Garfield. I mean, who's watching Garfield on TV anymore? But, the Christmas specials live on. And I think that's why shows are going to keep doing Christmas specials, because they know that the minute they're gone, well, hey, maybe their Christmas special will get some light again, and who knows, maybe it'll spark an audience to kind of bring them back. You never know. Oh, Grandma, she's putting a little hot sauce in there. The grandma's got more life and energy than the mom. I'm trying to remember what else happens. I'm pretty sure it's just family getting together. She just wants to. She got that blue ribbon prize with her chili spice. Go ahead and put some in there. She gonna put some in there? Yeah. You're talking to the gravy champion of the world here. You're not gonna take her advice on putting some sauce? Come on. Ah, yeah, the good fun part of going to, your grandparents' house, your relative's house, start rummaging through the old boxes, through the closets, see what's in there, see the stuff you left from the year before. I remember my cousin and I, we used to have on the floorboards of my grandparents' house, there'd be a little opening for a pipe, some kind of pipe enclosure. And just remember lifting that and putting some letters and putting some toys, knickknacks, and all kinds of stuff, and just coming back the next year or 2 years later and opening it up and seeing it, kind of like a mini time capsule. That'd be a pretty cool thing to do. Just a Christmas time capsule. On Christmas Day, because everybody's in that right mode, in that good spirit, just write down a little something on a paper, put it in a little pot, and, I don't know, find a way to hide it, bury it for the next year or two, or however long you want. And I always find those are pretty cool. The best is when you write stuff down in a book and then put that book away somewhere, and then years later you take it out and you go, wow, is that what I was thinking? Oh yeah, I remember that. His brother just tries to give the most John F. Kennedy like speech. Grandma just sets him right. What a nice feast they got there. You know, for all those people out there in the world that don't got that good green, that good money, the food like that. You know, Christmas Day hopefully is a day where people can give and hand out some to the less fortunate. I know it's not. You know, too hard to get food. I would assume in first world countries, but you know, some of those poor countries where maybe they don't celebrate Christmas, but hey, maybe they could just get a little slice of that ham. Why not? Maybe it'll spark something for the rest of the year. Who knows? That was a great meal, Mom. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, Garfield definitely enjoyed himself. Odie, too. Look, Odie's got a little bit of belly now. There you go. See, John's giving even a little extra to Garfield. But Garfield's like, no, you know what? I've had my holiday season fill. So, is it tradition? I don't know. For me, we started decorating the tree probably a good month before. In some cases, maybe later. But I don't know why, but in TV shows, they always show, well, not always, but a lot of times they'll show a family decorated Christmas tree on the day of. Everybody gets together. Is that a normal thing? Or just write in the comments if anybody does that. I'm just curious. And then how quickly do you guys take down the tree? Is it kind of like put it up that day, next day take it down? Day after Christmas is just cleaning up, taking away all the stuff? Or, you know, myself personally, I like leaving that thing on maybe a week or two after New Year's. Just keeps that festive mood. I like to keep stuff up for like a month or two. I mean, for Pete's sake, it's going to be in a box in the attic for 11 months. What's an extra 2 weeks gonna do? You know, enjoy a bit of it. Same with Christmas lights. I like when people leave them on all year long. Adds a nice little flavor. Surprised they don't have lights like more advanced lights. You know, with blinkers and patterns and modes that can do all kinds of stuff. I'm sure they do, but you just don't see it. I don't. Anyways, up in Canada, I don't see it anywhere. Now people have those disco lights. They point that towards the house, and you got a few little blinking lights. Oh, Garfield just made himself right at home. What's he doing in there? Oh, he's going to put up the star. My man. Yeah, that's a Christmas classic shot right there. If there's never been one, there's one right there. Garfield at the top of the tree with a star on a tree, Christmas tree. You don't have to say any more. You know what you're watching. Hey, did you see that red ball? The red Christmas bulb at the top? If you go back, for a split second it changed to purple. And there's the classic Christmas lights. I wonder if anybody's revolutionized the Christmas tree in the sense of the way they decorate it or the way they do things. You know, like we put the star at the top, but has anybody else started doing something else? Maybe with the base, or I'm sure there's stuff out there. Yeah, the kids are actually so childish if you think about it. The John and his brother were sitting down in bed, just like so excited about the presents. I mean, I guess Christmas will bring out the child in anybody, right? Even the roughest of kinds. Yeah, come on, Grandma. Play us some of that Southern Louisiana style barbecue sauce. I mean, woman knows how to make a good sauce. She knows how to play a good key. Let me tell you. Yeah, it's it. Confidence. That was interesting. You're darn right that was interesting. See, but then later Grandma's all excited right now, right? Because, she wants to have a good time. But later on, when Garfield comes to see her, she's going to find out the true Grandma. She's going to find out the version of Grandma that's really going to hit the soul. Let's go see. Right now, they got the Christmas tree up. That thing looks as majestic. Here you go. Grandma's sitting down by the window. Garfield's on. Is he sitting on top of the piano? Yeah. Garfield knows something's up. Something about cats. They know how to go to the right person when they need to, right? And Grandma's just taking a little break. looking outside, thinking about the old memories, just like everybody would on a Christmas night. Imagine you're sitting at your sibling's house and you got that little 5-10 minute piece to yourself. You got your drink in your hand, you're staring out the window. It's snowing. It's a perfect night like that. What are you thinking of? Well, I'll tell you what Grandma's thinking of. Grandma's thinking of her old husband. Talking about how the good old days and what made her really love Christmas and her good memories. Garfield. I don't know Garfield like that well, but I do know he likes lasagna. He likes coffee. He likes to sleep in. And I think he's more of a grumpy cat, right? Odie's more happy. But the fact that Garfield can sit here with the grandma and really, have that moment, especially right here with the moon and this shot right here. This is what made this special Garfield Christmas special stand out in my mind and make me want to watch it for years to come. It was this moment. There's nothing better. You're sitting down. Imagine whether it's Christmas Eve, Christmas night, everyone went to bed. You spend that good little 30 minutes, hour to yourself, just thinking back. The episode could end right here and I'd be good. But I know it's not. It's going to keep going. I think they're going to wake up in the morning, right? But yeah, right there, all through the night, right into commercial break. Of course, we don't got no commercial breaks. But imagine back then you're watching that and a commercial break comes on. What are you doing? I'm going to the kitchen. Going to get myself a little hot cocoa. Coming back because I can't wait to see what's more to come. The clown is safe. Oh, okay. So yeah, they're gonna read their Christmas special. I remember this now. Every year they read their Christmas classic. And you know what? I did the same thing. I bought the Charlie Brown Christmas book. Well, there's like five holidays, stories in there, and the Christmas one's in the middle. And so I bought that, and every year I kind of read it to myself and my daughters, and we just kind of, take a good relax and soak in the Charlie Brown Christmas special, because I always feel like that's the one that solidifies it for me. I don't know if I'm going to do the Charlie Brown Christmas special this year. I don't know if it's something, I want to watch it on my own. I don't want to really comment on it just yet. Maybe next year we'll do a Charlie Brown Christmas. But right now we're doing Garfield, and they're reading that story. And if you guys have that Christmas story as well, just let me know in the comments what story you guys had to read on Christmas Day. Any story. It doesn't even have to be the more classic ones. Like for myself, I don't know. I always thought it'd be cool to find an old SpongeBob book or a Beyblade book, or a classic book from the 80s or 90s with a Christmas, comic book strip or Nintendo Power. Just find a Christmas Nintendo Power, open that sucker up, and just reminisce. Go through the old days, spark some memories. If you order any magazine, PlayStation Mag, or something that's got the Christmas theme to it, and it gets you in the spirit and the mood and remembering the good old times. And if this got you to pop in Garfield or watch Garfield for the first time in years, by all means, it's a good day. It's Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. Of course, if you're listening to this any other day of the year, just pretend it's Christmas. Or Christmas Eve. I put the two and two together. Christmas Eve and Christmas are a pair. Christmas Day, for me, always feels like a Sunday. The Saturday's over and the Sunday, the next day it's back to reality. Whereas Christmas Eve, you can enjoy the whole day up until night, and, Santa Claus is coming at midnight, right? But the minute Santa Claus comes and gives you gifts, well, the hype and you see what's under the tree, the hype's gone after. Once you open everything and you watch your specials and you go, you know what, guys, Christmas is over. But your parents always come to you and go, hey, guys, just enjoy it a little longer while it lasts. And you go, well, now I can't enjoy it, How do you want me to enjoy it when you're telling me to enjoy it? Like, why can't this last forever? No, seriously, why can't this last forever? Oh, Odie made a Christmas gift for Garfield. That's the other thing, too, in a lot of Christmas specials. And more of the older ones, I would say. There's more, like this one here, is full of meaning. They're talking about the grandma. They're talking about, the kids. They're talking about Odie making a gift for Garfield. Now Garfield found some old letters. Some old letters from Grandpa to Grandma. What a wicked thing to give, eh? What an awesome gift. Something, we talked about time machine. That's the ultimate time machine. Letters of the past. Letters from a past life. Imagine. I mean, these guys, look at these kids. John and his brother. Those guys ain't married. They woke up with pajamas. Went into the parents' house. Just go open the Christmas gifts. The parents are gonna be asleep till 12 o'clock. Oh, it's nighttime. Never mind. I thought it was morning. Now it's morning. I thought it was morning before, and they just went in and wanted to open a gift. Oh, jeez, I guess he's wearing a bunny one suit. Because Christmas time. Who gives a damn? Do whatever you want. You want to wake up butt naked in front of your grandma? Jeez. Look at Garfield just sitting there with a smile. Garfield's feeling pretty good about himself. I'm just staring at Garfield the whole time. He's just smiling. He's like, you know what? I got you guys all beat on today's Christmas. Look at that smile. Smirk. He's like, I got something for a special somebody nobody thought about. Hey, Grandma, you got a bowling ball? Well, I got you something better. Well, it's not like Garfield did anything, but, he did. He looked around. He had to find them. But anyways, our Christmas special is almost coming to an end. And if we don't do another one, well, maybe we'll do another one before New Year's. Keep the spirit going. But thank you for stopping by for those who did. And carry on into a Merry Christmas with you and your family and your loved ones. And I hope you guys get what you want for Christmas, if you want anything. And I hope you guys watch your favorite cartoons as well. I know I certainly will. And definitely enjoying those Christmas specials, those classic ones. Well, for me, these are my classics. I know everybody else out there probably has theirs. And, we watched Nightmare Before Christmas. That was a good one. Good classic one. I feel like that one can get watched any time of the year, though. And they haven't made a second one of that one, which I'm very surprised. I'm almost certain they're going to make one at some point. And it won't be, well, maybe it'll be claymation, or maybe it'll be a mix of claymation and CG, or maybe the CG will be so good they can make it look like claymation. There's Odie giving his Christmas gift. I remember I used to have an Odie, an Odie, plush doll with a scarf on it. Now that I think about it, it was a Christmas Odie doll or whatever, teddy bear. And then later on, picking up a Garfield one as well. You go to some of those old thrift shops. I found a Garfield teddy bear from 1988, 1985, something like that. Right when he came out, he didn't look. I mean, the teddy bear was old and in good condition, but just the accuracy of the character to the teddy bear was pretty funny. Garfield's got something to say. Christmas, it's not the giving, it's not the getting, it's the loving. I always found Garfield sounded like, what's his name? Ben Stein, sorry. Ben Stein. Win Ben Stein's money. It's not the mask that makes you, it's the person inside. That's right, Wendy. Every time I think of him, I think of the mask. He's the mask therapist. Look at that. Garfield leading us off into the evening with a little dance and tune and music. Grandpa's got his old 10-gallon hat. Is that the neighbors? No, okay, that's one house. Okay, the neighbors are pretty close. Okay, that's not the neighbors. That's the old barnyard. Okay. That's beautiful right there. The end. George Singer. What a beautiful classic Christmas special that was, guys. Feels good. I feel like I could go off into a Christmas party now. I can go see relatives and just feel, feel good inside. And just, what I like to do? I like to watch a Christmas special, whether it's this one or any good one, right before going over to a relative's house. And first thing I want to do is just, get a drink, get some food in me, start talking, having conversations with people. And then people ask you, hey, what'd you do today? And you know what I tell them? I say, I woke up this morning, popped in a few cartoons, I watched this. See what they say. If they start talking about their favorite shows, you're in a good conversation. You're in it for the long haul all night. You got someone to talk to. Start chatting it up. And then you start getting some ideas. Next thing you know, you're going downstairs, popping over, open the TV, start looking at some of the other Christmas specials out there. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and have yourself a Merry Christmas. Hopefully I'll be uploading another episode soon, depending on how much time I have, especially with all the busy holiday season right in front of us. But at least I wanted to get another one out there before Christmas. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you did, tuning along. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and all the good stuff for more info and updates. And we'll be chatting soon, all right? So Merry Christmas, everybody. Take care now. Bye-bye.
You just listened to a Toon Along Podcast. If you like what you heard or have any comments or feedback, don't hesitate to check out more on iTunes, Spotify, and TuneIn Radio, as well as Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube for more info. I'll see you next time. Ciao!